From the holy city of Mecca, off to Medina, to the pyramids of Giza, to Al Andalusia. God is the greatest.
Yes, guys. Welcome to another episode of K-Pod. And today, I'm truly honored and privileged to have one of the pioneers, the OGs, the guys that are building the bridge between the Middle East and the West of hip-hop, the sons of Yusuf, Yaqoub, my brother. Thank you. And your brother's traveling at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, alhamdulillah, we've got you and we'll speak to him afterwards, inshallah. Well, thank you for coming. It's a privilege.
Dude, thanks for having.
Honestly, at first, when I wanted to talk to you just about hip hop, and then I went into your story more, and mashallah, you're portraying a great light and showing positivity for the culture, tradition of the Arab Islam, and honestly, it's amazing.
Sweet.
Inshallah, fi tawfiq. So let's get into it, my bro.
It's good.
So what were your early first musical influences, like artists? What got you started?
I think early on, well, it's all kinds of music, to be honest. But in the very beginning, it was just pure Kuwaiti folk music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Shabuka or Tehran or
Okay, my only
that always, you know what I mean? That was the first any memory.
Okay, that was good. Yeah.
And then, with time, my dad used to collect vinyls and he had a vinyl shop. So I used to be around music a lot. Sade, you feel you get Sade was a major influence.
Okay.
Nas,
Old school. Yes, yeah.
Mos Def, Kweli.
Yeah. Tupac.
Yeah.
Bro, Tupac got a lot of deep music. There, Mama. Hail Mary. There is a lot. There's a lot.
That's what it is.
But there's a lot of deep stuff.
A lot of deep stuff. We learned a lot from music. It kept us away from trouble. It kept us in the studio. You know what I mean? Yeah, and alhamdulillah, music has been a journey. Like up until now, it's just different stages that we went through.
Yeah. To get to where you are.
To get to where we are, and it taught us a lot of things. And alhamdulillah, it was a good journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like in the beginning, it was about, just strictly music and learning the notes and playing the keys.
Yes.
And then it was like poetry, the writing, and then, the whole like quote unquote like the fame thing came in.
Yeah.
I just started like I got, and exposed to that early on,
Right. Yeah.
and then just the different stages. It's good to
You have to experience it all to master it, You have to learn how to overcome the adversaries, like just on the media now, with social media blowing up. You say like, obviously we grew up, there wasn't that exposure, but now, alhamdulillah, you got millions of views on some of the YouTube. So with that fame, and you have to keep grounded.
It's just, we're not really looking at the fame or whatever. It's just our experience, what we're going through, and then YouTube came out of nowhere, and then social media came out of nowhere. Well, social media is there's any pros and cons. You know what I mean? Back then when we were kids, we used to dream of something like social media, where you can showcase your art, whether your music, share it on the spot. You can share it with everyone, and it's amazing. But at the same time, it's too much scrolling, too much.
Things are great.
Yeah.
Well, no,
But it's just interesting to see what's coming next with AI now and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
So you mixing your Kuwaiti heritage of the music, then you moved to America, California. So you mixing West Coast. How was it, the transition of mixing both? And
Well, I don't know. It's just
flowed.
You can just go with the flow. I mean, the plan was there from the beginning. There was like a vision or a plan.
Yeah.
But then we just went with it. Best. And the intention in the beginning was to bring out our culture and show our. We wanted to show the positive side of our culture.
Honestly, that's one of the big things that attracted me to want to speak to you, because all the limelight, the positive aspects you're bringing, about, like I said, the culture, Kuwait, the GCC, Islam, it's really needed, and you are doing, mashallah, amazing job.
By the way, I never thought I'd do a podcast. I'm not into talking too much about myself. Like, I'm not gonna sit here for an hour just talking about You know what I mean? But when you told me, all these names and you started name dropping, like Hamza Yusuf and Amr Suleiman, and you're from the UK and the Islamic community out there, I'm like, yo, I gotta
What's good, baby?
you.
Yeah, no, honestly, like when somebody told me, I was like, so and so, Yusuf, I've heard your music, especially unapologetic, creative, that one. So I heard that, I knew it. But then when I was scrolling, I deep dived into it, and there's so much more, you're promoting the culture, the history, and I'm like, we could chop it up, we could chop it up.
Appreciate you.
And
That's the thing. I mean, the things that I want to do, that I want to put out, they don't get much, views or people don't get it. But we gotta like balance it out sometimes. And like I said, we don't overthink. Like me and my brother, man. And throughout the year, we make music for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's it. The rest is all like, you know, emailing, going here and there, traveling, and writing notes.
yeah.
So yeah, it became like a career.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
So who's like, you've worked with several people now who are like the type Wale's,
So Kali,
he's OG.
he's amazing, amazing human being. Yeah, man. Electronica. We got Faisal. I mean, one of many of the best Kuwaiti actors
Oh, wow.
in Kuwait. He's on our album.
Okay.
He had Granada album.
Oh, very nice.
He did the intro
Yeah,
to the album.
yeah.
He's a just a well-known good actor in Kuwait. He's one of the best,
Oh, so.
and his voice is just, he has an amazing voice. We're like, yo, you gotta do the intro.
Yeah.
Who else? I mean, the last album, we had a lot of producers on this album, but it's not many features.
So who would you like to like feature with in like, obviously the GCC Kuwait? There's a lot of artists.
Well, I'd love to
We need
collaborate with Kuwaiti artists or GCC Arab artists. I think we need that.
to bounce off. I think like you and Miami band or something. That'll be amazing, Lord.
Yeah, I mean, in Miami, we went back and forth in the beginning, but it didn't happen. But they're amazing guys. Miami band. Shout out to.
Because everyone just pushes and bounces off each other to go to the next stage, But more collabs, and you guys are OGs of hip hop, son. You and couldn't inspire the next generation. And I saw an interview recently where you said, if you don't get your parents' blessing, don't do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mama, 100, 100.
Well, don't do it.
Yeah, because a lot of people want to, but if you don't have the parental blessing, it's not.
Don't. Yeah, it's not meant to.
Yeah, you happen. But
Obviously, your parents won't. What's best for you? But
yeah.
if you don't have the blessings, just let it go.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So like, you've traveled to Granada, to the old places of Islam, the culture, and you showcased it. How were them adventures like? They go to these fairs in Mauritania, and it's unbelievable.
Amazing. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things that really inspired us. We wanted to put it out there. It's very personal.
Yeah.
Because we usually do, any musicians, and you want to put something out for the people, what's gonna get people like moving.
Yeah.
But this is something like personal, and from the beginning, it's always been about that for us. We wanted to showcase these things. That's the thing about, like, I love people. Like, I love like, I love our story, our human story. You know what I mean? I'm not a people's person. I don't know how to be around people. I'm not very social. Maybe I was when I was younger, but now I'm like very like chill. But I just like, yo, I want to understand civilizations. You know what I mean? I want to understand, how did we get here? You know what I mean? But it was like a journey, just learning and yeah, Granada, like the Islamic golden age. I feel like it's very like relevant because we're in this, like, in the modern times. But I feel like that was like the beginning of,
Like, a lot of people don't know, like, from the Arabs came algebra, came maths, stargazing. Even I was watching, even when you graduate, the throwing of the hat, all that came from the Arabs and the Muslims.
some Muslims, Muslims.
So you're really like, your thing is you're portraying that, and you're showcasing it and highlighting.
Yeah, because I mean, for the longest time, we grew up, just the media. Again, I keep saying this in every interview, like the media, we growing up, it was all negative about Arabs or Muslims, you know what I mean? Who, you know, we started the Western civilization. People have to understand that Western civilization started
Because we stopped.
because Islam
Yeah,
came out, and you know, people started opening their minds. And
definitely. No, and like you're reminding people of what we did to give them pride. You know, like don't forget, like
you know, and I'm reminding myself,
yeah, it was this, that's it.
you know, we're trying to, when you're working with your brother, you know, you got to be on point, and you got to be,
Yeah.
you know, remind each other of that also helped. You know what I mean?
But even like
This was
we spoke just before we started, like I saw a post recently in Science Healthy thing that they're saying eat dates, eat olives. How funny. But that was in the Quran, is 1,466 years ago. You know? I get dates, olives, grapes, money. We knew this from day one. They say honey cures all like skin illness. But we knew
I
that.
mean, look,
Zaytuna, the olive. You know what I mean?
fake.
Yeah. Black oil, that seed oil.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Mm-hmm. Habit baraka.
Yeah, the prophet said it cured all illnesses, bar death. But all of them, they're now moving towards that. But it's like we know that. But we forgot it because we're chasing the West.
Yeah.
We think their way works.
The
But lava, they want to be following us, but we're chasing the other way.
That's funny how you said we forgot it, because I feel like we actually did, not just Muslims, but just the human
Yeah.
beings. Like we forgot, you know, because we came so far, like we forgot about the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How we got here.
Honestly, like
That's that, because like I feel like that's how we measure civilizations. Like with the prophets,
yeah.
like the time of Adam, he had his influence,
Yeah.
and people, you know, started following his teachings. And at the time of Moses, people were taught, you know, they were influenced by Moses.
Yeah.
Jesus, same thing. Today, we're influenced by Muhammad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's why we have all these, everything's easy going, everything's,
Everything's right.
not, yeah, he's just, yeah.
But like,
Feel like, yeah.
Tamar is one date. I'm really frustrated about ultimate sweet. Ultimate. And when people, you get to the Arabs, civilized hundreds of thousands of years just here.
They feel
You know,
too
well, people like, I was like, guys, this was main meal.
amazing. I love them.
Yeah.
I went to, we went to Medina. We took a road trip to Medina. It was one of the best trips ever. On our way back, we stopped by a farm. What is it called? It's like a farmer's market, but it's just dates.
Oh.
It's like a farmer, like a dates festival.
Okay.
It was huge.
Yeah.
There was all kinds of dates.
Yeah.
Like you literally, there's big dates like China apple.
Yeah. Oh,
It was like, it was
no, honestly,
you gotta check it out.
well, inshallah. But that's what you're showcasing and you're bringing back and showing people, you know, don't forget who you are.
Yeah.
You know, your way is the right way. Just you gotta keep, you do remind yourself of the dailies, like you're forgetting who you are, what you are.
Exactly.
You have to bring it back.
Exactly.
You know?
That's what it is. Just reminding ourselves. That's why we do dhikr, reminding. You know what I mean? Because we know, because we came so far. In Ayam, Adam, Noah, Moses, Muhammad, people were there. For they saw all that. They remember. We came so far. We're so far away, and then we forgot, kind of. You know what I mean? But if you sit and just remind yourself, or just do dhikr, it'll come back. You know what I mean? It'll come back.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's true, so true. So your music journey has taken you all around the world, different places. What are like the highlights? I saw you with the Sharjah with the Sheikh. That was amazing.
yeah, Sheikh Abdul. I mean, she's amazing. She supports us. We just got back from Sharjah.
Okay.
Yeah, like a month ago. It was amazing. Yeah, man, just meeting all these people.
You've opened up a few football games as well. So
Yeah.
which ones were they?
In Jeddah, Real Madrid, to Atletico.
Okay.
We were there. Yeah.
That looks amazing though.
That was amazing. Yeah. Saudis, something else.
Yeah, I went there recently.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
You're,
So like, well, which songs are like your most favorite?
no,
You got a lot of big hits.
I can't. I don't have a favorite, to be honest. I like Fashallah.
Yeah, mashallah is
It came out like just so,
spontaneous.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we did it with Terrace Martin
Okay.
and my son. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite. Maybe my favorite's not even out yet, I think. Yeah.
I'll be that.
There's a bunch of
those just crazy.
put out.
That went viral. That amount of videos, that was crazy.
Yeah,
Even for the football back in Kuwait won recently. that was everywhere. It's amazing. Like even I played that. I love that one. That's cool. There's anything you could do without pride to you, you know. And
Yeah, we're trying to, talking about Kuwait and how it's one of the oldest civilizations.
yeah.
Because geographically, and if you look at Kuwait, is is one of the oldest civilizations. And Mesopotamia is right there. We're part of Mesopotamia, and we're, you know what I mean?
We wouldn't.
Mecca's right here. And a lot of my friends in America, when they call me, they think I'm in Mecca, and they're because Mecca's right here. But to them, I'm in Mecca. Hey, you're in Mecca, bro.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For
I didn't even know.
where this area and this whole, I feel like, and all the civilization was here. You ain't there, you thousands, you know what I mean? That's why we have the pyramids here. You have Mecca, you have Petra, you have Al, you have all these historical places are around here.
It started obviously.
There's just all of our stories, all this new, it's always started stories. Yeah, both. Yeah.
It's funny.
India's right here.
It's funny how everybody in the West is now migrating to the Middle East.
Yep.
Because hospital, honestly, Middle East, GCC for me is the best area in the world.
It is.
Like Europe,
I love Kuwait.
yeah, I've run away from Europe, the West, and alhamdulillah, 20 years in the Khalij, almost 3 years now in Kuwait, and alhamdulillah, it's the best place.
Same, all the same.
Honestly, nothing beef keys.
I love the weather. People complain about the weather a lot. I love it.
Spend rest on the rain.
I love the rain. Don't get me wrong. This Kuwait weather is awesome. I like that.
So when you're singing, how do you mix like the Arabic and English at the same time? Like, how do you just flow, or do you time specific things, or
Well, it depends. Everything, every track is different. You know what I mean? It's different process, different setting, different.
Yeah.
Anything can inspire us. Any sample or instrument or conversation like this can inspire me. Go by to do something.
Yeah, right, you want it.
But there's no like certain way to do it. We just do it.
You make it okay. There's a lot of big.
Everything.
Obviously,
Everything's. I have what they call like a one take syndrome.
Okay.
Like the first thing we record, that's gonna be out. I'm not gonna redo it. I'm not gonna be like, hey, let's redo it. That's not gonna happen because it's just the energy was right. Oh, so I'm not gonna fake it and be like, yo, let me memorize it and say it again. And fellas, we record it, put it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I don't like polished music. Like that's not my thing. I like the raw folk. You wanna hear the, just the raw.
Yeah. That's what I see about you. So it's all raw. It's all you guys just naturally doesn't look robotic. You know, you're moving, you're walking. Even the one where you shooting ball, and you scored. And I'm like, oh, that's
Right.
playing more now, but
I love playing basketball. We used to play basketball out here.
Yeah.
So
So did it like being in America? You got the West Coast style of hip hop. Did that influence you? Because you've got the laid back, the nice chill, the West Coast vibe. But
yeah, I mean, that was our first experience like in hip hop or like ciphers or freestyling or battling in streets and like our friends at school. You know what I mean? That was the first time, and I was the only Arab there for, that's the Arab word. And if I used to say things that, that was, like I throw some Arabic references or like Aladdin or stuff.
okay.
You know what I mean? This was before 9/11,
Yeah. I didn't even know, like even like California.
California.
Yeah, the California was it the rulers or
Yeah.
I was sure I just think yesterday.
That's 100.
Yeah.
Land of the Caliph.
Yeah, that's it.
I believe it. I mean, it makes sense to me, honestly. It makes sense.
That's what's crazy.
Mm.
So there's a lot of has there any been like is it a hard struggle mixing both cultures?
It's not.
Because obviously sometimes they have a bit of, the West is going this way and the East is going this way. Has it been hard?
Not really, man. We just go with it. The struggle is the lifestyle.
Yes.
Trying to stick to the deen, trying to pray on time, trying to stay away from this and that. That's the struggle.
Yeah.
But the music, no, I just because we've been doing it for so long. So I have so many, like I have a catalog of like samples or sounds or things. You know what I mean?
Is there a deep of you experience any difficult that you said with the media, with the fame? How does that like? That can be a struggle. Like now, obviously, we're doing a podcast.
I mean,
You get through sometimes.
we're very aware that fame is a is a drug, and it fucks up. Sorry to use my French, but it messes up your.
Yeah.
If you're not aware, fame could be
The ego,
the ego, the
pride,
the pride, the people. Fat. We got exposed to that early on. You know what I mean? Before the selfies and stuff. So when me and my brother came together and we're like, yo, we're gonna do this, we had to remind ourselves, like, yo, we're not gonna let this thing just
take
take us elsewhere. And for
I don't know, it's hard, especially like nowadays. I see people that they get like 100 likes and they think they're famous. It takes over. It's like no, you gotta check. Even when you make it, just relax.
relax, maybe hey, it's like, go hard, do it, be out there, put your stuff out. But it could ruin your.
Yeah, and you've ruined many people before they even started. They think they hit the limelight and now it's destroyed. They're finished because they jumped too quick. Honestly, I see it was really don't too many.
Don't forget, I mean,
I was recently with somebody and they like got few views and that's it. They were like, yeah, we're famous. It's like, guys, you're not Kanye West. And that it's this thing. It's just relax. Where is it? The ego is it's a daily fight. Just give it the last keep hold up. Like it's hard. It's hard. So what's your next? Like you've done a lot. Grenada. Is there any other countries that you want to go? Obviously, you must have well.
so I'd love to, but and the aim personally, and not for music, but I want to do what we did to Grenada, but I want to go like everywhere where the Islamic civilization was at, like for example, India or like
Egypt. Egypt is my next.
You know, I just want to go explore these places.
Yeah.
I want to do that, but for music wise, I don't mind doing that a little bit. Doing the next, thing. But if we get inspired, cool. But I'm not gonna just, plan it and then just go. Or
No, plan it with a thing around it.
but we have a album, inshallah. We're working on an album. It's like a Kuwaiti, like a old Kuwaiti album.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bringing back the pasta.
yeah, something like that.
Nice. Now, you bring it back. I love in the culture. This is one that aims at K-Pod, is to showcase and advertise all the people.
But I'm not advertising. It might not come out. Like I don't know what happened tomorrow, honestly. But yeah, we there might be an album coming. Yeah, yes. I mean, yeah, I'd like to, cause yeah, we look at things like, hey, down the line, like what's our catalog gonna look like? What are we putting out? You know what I mean? But maybe we will, maybe we won't. Maybe I'll stop doing art.
Did you want to keep on going? You like the
I don't even know, man. I don't even know him. I don't.
just flowing with it.
Yeah. If something inspires us, again, like we'll do it. If not, we're chilling.
Yeah. Well, like
Because there's the FOMO, if you're a family singer, yeah, you just want to put out everything, and people are putting this out, or people calling to you, yo, when you dropping your next
album all the time.
yeah,
You just do it when you feel it. That's cool. Like, was any dream venues or dream events? Because obviously you did football matches, you did the festival of Sharjah. You guys were all over the football recently. And obviously you got Saudi World Cup and things like that. It's got a lot of events coming in the Khalij.
yeah, big time.
Any dreams you want to go to any venues?
I mean, back when I was younger, we used to dream of like, the Grammys or something like this, but not anymore, to be honest. I want to do RIS.
Okay. I miss it.
RIS.
Okay.
In Canada, they do it every year.
Okay, what's that about? Poets and singers or?
No, they bring Hamza Yusuf and Muscle Iman and all the, and they bring musicians sometimes. So about him, I want to do that.
Similar to the Villa?
Similar to the Rahila, yeah.
Okay.
But it's just like a festival kind of thing.
We have something that happens in the UK every year.
Right. And look it up.
I like it. There's a guy that Abe Soleiman's always there.
Okay.
He's there every year.
Abe Suleiman. Oh, I see.
Yeah, no. Abe Soleiman, he.
Well, yeah, Rahila. It's funny you said Rahila. We have a song called Rahila on the.
I saw. That was like the starting point for.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
it was the starting point because, yeah, we saw the first time like I ever saw Hamza Yusuf. It was. Yeah, it was Rahila. His first Rahila, I think. I remember it was during Ramadan. I was a kid, and 14, 13, I don't know. When my dad was like, yo, come check out this show. This guy from California and speaks Arabic, and he's in Grenada. I'm like, I didn't know any of these things, you know what I mean? When I saw the show, I'm like, wow. When he's talking about Renata and Andalusia. Fast forward, we just dropped the album called Renata, and I didn't put two and two together, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wow, we've been,
Yeah.
you know, so that's why Henzi, shout out to Henzi.
Yeah, shout out, mashallah. He's done unbelievable shit.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable. Like he's been a role model for
Right.
many people in the West.
Right.
Like I said, he
Right.
translated, showed us the way, like in English, you know, because we didn't know anything before. Our state was in Arabic, so he came, he translated, and really mapped everything out for us. And Grenada as well. Like most people don't know, like the Islamic history and the Arab history of Grenada. That the Muslims were there for so many years. April Fools, the story behind April Fools. It's believed that the April Fools happened because they tricked the Muslims to leave, and then they killed them.
Yeah, I know. They tried to get all the Muslims out.
Happened on April Fool.
There was like a genocide going on. I guess the Muslims that are Spanish too.
And all the masjids and everything.
Yeah.
And then a few months ago, they opened it all up again. Yeah, the van, and that was amazing. So the whole culture, you're really portraying that, showcasing it. It's amazing.
I mean,
Well, sure, let's keep it going. So what's your vision in Kuwait? You wanna keep on portraying artists, you said?
well, surely. Why not? I wanna like, you know, inspire the next like generation artists. We're doing a music course. You know, we're teaching music production stuff, but mainly it's not just music production. But you know, we talk, we sit, it's like artist development.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you see a lot of talent and a lot of new people coming through?
Yeah, all over the
Yeah.
Middle East.
Are they trying to do same mixing Arabic with English?
Some of them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, since we were kids, and it's like we knew how to feeling in there. This part of the world's gonna
Yeah.
be up, you know what I mean?
Very the GCC, the Middle East, is blazing now. Everybody's coming.
So now it's like the you know.
Yeah. Since I've been here, first was Iraq, now Saudi, Qatar, Kuwait, everyone's got a man there, but I know they got all new things out here. You know, so like, with the World Cup, with the train to Kuwait to Saudi getting built, everything's like,
That's I'm sure.
it's all big. And there's a lot of big plans as well in Kuwait, so inshallah, it's gonna push. Like, inshallah. Like, what's your course about? You're teaching how?
Oh, you know how to sample hip hop, you know, history, music, sampling like old Kuwaiti music, just talking about, you know, how the business side of it, you know, investing. We talk to musicians. You know, we get on a video call or a video, and we talk to different people that I know, and stuff like that. Yeah,
You see,
you know, I just want to share like my experience.
you got man, which I wasn't like getting the views, and you got millions. How does it feel like, mashallah, to achieve that accomplished? Like, yeah, we did it. Because YouTube's very hard. Per se. Yeah, we don't.
Well, in the beginning, it was like, well, the first video, you know, it was just for fun, and this 4 days later, it was like 40,000 views or something like this. I'm like, dang, okay. But after that, you stop within it, the views and numbers. Honestly,
The notification popping up.
yeah, turn that off. I mean, every once in a while, you know, you want to like read the comments and stuff like, but we don't really focus on.
Yeah. You get the race good. It's good to see that you do. It does make a lot of difference nowadays.
So I mean, yeah, we love it when people come to us like, yo, you inspired us, or you reminded us.
Yeah.
I love that. You know.
No, I definitely like with the football and all the TikToks, all with your music at the back. You're talking about the pearl, all that.
Yeah, that was cool.
It feel good to see that your music is reaching and people are taking the inspiration.
Yeah.
It must feel. Under that, you're doing it.
Sure.
Moving. I think that mixing the different equipment as well. Because sometimes with the Arab drums, the DAF, and then you're musing. Do you?
I mean, yeah, sometimes we just sample it. Sometimes we, you know, record live music and then we sample it. So,
Yeah. And see what makes it racing.
and we go to different, you know, places and samba, we'll call it samba.
Okay.
It's some people playing music.
Do you do anything like Kashta? I know it's finished up, but like Kashta, like that.
Keshta, I mean, now summertime is, you know, beach.
So what's that?
Show out the family. Yeah. Make this desert. Yeah, I love the desert. I love doing kishta. That's definitely my favorite thing to do. That changed my life, to be honest. That was the first time where I was, started thinking about just everything. The first time I went to the desert, that changed my life completely.
Oh, you back to your roots.
Mm.
And there's so much like that. Like from England, there's no culture history. So when it came to the Khalid, the thing that makes you love the Khalid is the culture history. You've got so many Duwania, Zawara, things like that we don't have in England. And it's when I see it, I like you yearn through. The only time my family really get together is twice a year, because everybody's so dispersed.
Right.
But you guys have a weekly basis as well, and it's beautiful. Even Duwanias, you guys get together all the time. You're chilling, socializing. We don't even have that. So your culture in the Khalijis is amazing. And it really pulls me to it. Brotherhood. And like in England, because like we've been there 40, 50 years, we're losing all that.
Right.
To see that still have it,
This Mecca's right here. I feel like there's a big part. We're still holding on to the thing, holding on to the rope.
I will. Just all like you're keeping doing it. Okay, quick question before we finish up. Favorite Kuwaiti dish?
Yiddish. And mishroos, obviously.
Diya or al-Ahmadu?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Favorite restaurant? Kuwaiti restaurant?
Dang, I forget their names. Favorite Kuwaiti restaurant.
Seven.
Well, Seven is weird. Seven was good.
Seven is the OG.
What's the other one? Dang. Dal Hamed is good.
Okay.
Free Swear is good. Well, they're all good. I love Kuwaiti food. It's my favorite cuisine. I love Kuwaiti food. I love seafood.
Oh, seafood.
Yeah.
Have you tried English fish and chips? How useless that is.
Oh yeah.
I hate it, but it's just fried. But you guys are real grill, real cooked.
Yeah. Food here is amazing.
I had a sheep's head recently. What's going on? That's crazy.
Try that one.
That was crazy.
But I will.
One word to describe your music.
No
one's hard. One sentence.
One sentence.
You are the bridge between hip hop and between the mid and the west and the east. You're that bridge, the hip hop. Yeah, the hip hop bridge. Cool. Honestly, that's what.
Correct.
And if you wasn't a musician, what would you be doing?
Teacher or something.
Really?
I like
teaching. Also,
yeah, I feel like that was like the dream.
Okay. That's a route, huh?
Yeah.
Who's the most organized out of you and your brother?
Organized? Depends. What do you mean? Like what?
When it comes to working music.
Working?
The most disciplined.
Well, he's organized. He's business. He's business mind. I'm more of like the producing.
Okay.
And we our notes and put everything in check and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'm mostly like the producing and stuff like that, and he's like the business side. You know what I mean?
Who's a live it? Who vice
Puzzle is for right, my thing. He does his thing.
we chop together.
Sometimes we give each other, like, yo, what do you think of this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice, beautiful. My brother, it's been an honor. It's had a privilege. Thank you. Honestly, thank you. It's been an absolute honor. I gotta give a shout out to the guy.
This is beautiful, I'm sure.
I know. Thank you for working with us. July by Manoi. Thank you, July by Manoi, for sponsoring this episode. Much appreciated. And Habibi, inshallah, I'll be seeing you soon. Good luck, built up, and all your words and inspiration.
It's about keep going with us. And shows are doing amazing.
Any messages to the world before we finish up? An audience, to your supporters, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in and, being with us in our journey. Inshallah, we wish you the best wherever you are. Inshallah. Yeah.
And thank you for everybody for the support on K-Pod from the first episode. Amazing. And now, inshallah, I'm going to keep on bringing you great talent, great voices within Kuwait. Thank you.
More happy faces. Smile at your neighbors like, hey, salam alaikum. Wallah habbich. Allah's my witness. Don't be burning bridges. I've seen Daytona. I know we all misses. Taking care of business. Mind decipher. Show you what you're missing. Al Khawarizm. I'm the algorithm. Say your shahada. Take you to the kingdom. Let's go to Sharjah. This the house of wisdom.